So he came in on about, I think it was about week 8, and he pulled us to the side and he cried and he cried. And he basically told us that he had s- anger issues that always spilled out to his wife. And he said the horses at home, they would get wound up. He would get wound up, then the horses would get wound up, which would wind him up more. And then he would usually get so frustrated, he'd go for his wife, verbally, I presume, or in his words, he'd be screaming or shouting at his kids. But he said that we had taught him how to diffuse that situation by knowing to slow his body down as he approached the horse, by knowing how to come around and approach the horse, by knowing not to do X, Y, and Z, kept the whole thing calm, which he just said kept the horse calm, kept him calm, and then would stop him from having a go at the family. It just kept his whole thing on the low down. And yeah, that was kind of his. And he was in floods of tears saying this. It was a revelation to him that slowing his body down the ripple effect of that is he wouldn't go in and scream at his wife, you know? And it was beautiful, actually. It was really, really beautiful how that worked.
It's interesting. I don't know if you remember when I met you at Caffrey, the agricultural college in Northern Ireland, a year or so ago. With us was somebody called Kes Sullivan,
Yeah, no
who,
kidding. Oh, yeah.
right, who works at the University of Bournemouth. She's a researcher, and she had done a research study into domestic violence outcomes from an equine assisted program in the west of England. And the outcome was extraordinary, that a year after the program was done, there was still a 51% decrease in domestic violence.
I totally believe it.